Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Evans with Calibre Yacht Sales, and wow, today it's my privilege to introduce to you this beautiful 2003 Jefferson 53. Now, don't let the model length throw you. It's really 57 feet length overall with a 16-foot beam. Very good beam to length ratio, and also hard shined. So with this combination of hard shines, this beam to length ratio, and the displacement of 68,000 pounds, boy, this boat is very, very stable in the water. Now look at this all grip finishing, by the way. This is the original finishing on the boat. All grip is very, very low maintenance, and just look at the condition of this. All it needs is just a regular wash and you're gonna end up with a boat like this. So what more do you want? I mean, a great hull, good performing hull with low maintenance, but as good as this is, come on inside. I'm gonna show you what the inside's all about, and you're gonna love that too. Now, boarding this vessel is so easy. Look at this. Look at the size of this swim grid. Very easy to step aboard. And some of the features, before we go inside, I just want to point out to you here. First of all, I love how high these gunnels are. And I love the quality of the gel coat and the workmanship that goes into this. Just beautiful. Grab rails everywhere. I've got one here. Got this one that runs the full beam of the transom. That's really, really smart. And tie points, you've got cleats on both sides to tie up your dinghy so you can tie it horizontal to the swim grid. Really nice. I want to point out this Glendenning system, 50 amp shore power cord, 65 feet, so you could gain access to your shore power outlet anywhere. Boarding ladder, of course, for safety, easy to deploy even when you're in the water. Very solid boat. Now, come on into the cockpit. So here in the cockpit, first of all, notice it's a nice wide transom gate for you to be able to get through with a bag full of groceries or whatever you're carrying. And the cockpit is about between 3 and 4 feet wide. Just a nice comfortable spot for maybe a couple of people. Most of your outdoor entertaining is going to be up on the bridge deck, and we'll get to that in a few moments. But first of all, I want to show you some of the beautiful features of this space here. I like this. I really like this a lot. These cupboards, these cockpit cupboards, have many shelves in them for storage of any of the gear that you would use out here in the cockpit. And it's well equipped. It's certainly well equipped. First of all, I'm going to point this out to you. It has a Glendenning with that 65-foot shore power that comes in through the transom, but we also have a 240-volt hookup right here, 50 amp, 240 volts. That's a 120 at 50 amps. Now down below here is your hot and cold wash down. So when you come out of a swim, you can wash down, and or even take a shower out here if you choose. When you're washing down the cockpit, you've got both seawater and freshwater access. The beautiful cockpit lighting, not only in the transom, but also up here in this rigid hardtop. And you know I'm a big fan of rigid hardtops over the cockpit. Ideal protection from weather and from sun when you're out doing your cruising. This is a nice addition as well. He's got these speakers hooked up to his stereo system. Stereo system sounds really good. And he's got that throughout the boat, including here in the cockpit. Now over here, so some of the features on the starboard side here. First of all, let me point out these stairs. The stairs are very, very gradual going up to your boat deck so that it's easy to get up there with drinks or with a tray of sandwiches. Also keep in mind that there's another access to the boat deck from your pilot house as well. But it's nice to have choices. This is incredible. This is very, very heavy. Access to your engine room and quality of this craftsmanship. But it's balanced so that it opens very, very easily. Handholds on both sides. Very nice, really, really well done. And down here, your side decks, protected by these rigid side deck doors. Once they're closed, both sides, it closes any draft or wind blowing down through here and gives you that increased protection while you're sitting out here with a glass of wine and enjoying that beautiful sunset. Isn't that nice? Now have a look at that side deck as well. Nice and wide, easy to get around this boat. Great transition from the cockpit to the bow. Handholds all the way down. And look at the size of these scuppers. We've got scuppers all over this boat. This boat's designed to take some very, very heavy weather. Now remember, this is a 2003. Wait till you see this Salon. It looks absolutely brand new. Come on in, I'll show you. Hey, just look at this, folks. Look at the size of this wonderful space. And didn't I tell you? Look at the quality of this wood. Look at the quality of everything in here. The boat literally looks like it came right off of the shop floor. Just absolutely beautiful. Over here, starting on the right-hand side, I want to point out this bird's eye maple that wonderfully contrasts with this teak planking. This is solid teak planking, by the way. It's just a wonderful combination of woods that they're using in here to give it that really, really warm feeling. It's a home away from home, literally. Very, very clean space with everything hidden away. In here, you have your TV and stereo system. And notice also that in the headliner here, we have surround sound for the Salon, and it sounds wonderful. You'll like it a lot. So just look at this. Look at these big, beautiful windows letting in all of this beautiful, beautiful vista and natural sunlight. These teak valances that hide the hardware for your curtains, and the curtains are very, very tastefully done. That wonderfully matches the classic design of this boat. Got a little seat here, of course, that has excellent storage below for a bar. And again, look at this, these double sliding glass doors here that just let in all this light. Heavy construction, but moves very easily. And again, those big windows over here on the starboard side as well. Beautiful, beautiful settee. And look at this. I mean, it's a 2003. This is the original upholstery, and it looks like it's brand new. And have a look at this coffee table. Isn't that cool? It's so well done. Teak fiddles around here. Down below, storage for a bar and some glasses. And then this wonderful design. Very nice, very unique. I haven't seen too many tables that look like that. Now over here, so here in the galley, and notice once again galley up, which is the preference of many boaters. So whoever's preparing the meals are engaged with their friends and family in the salon here. Again, I love this, and this satin finish throughout the boat just gives it such a warm, comfortable feeling. Nice to the touch. Solid teak fiddles that keep your dishes where they're supposed to be kept, and the lots of really good amenities here. Well, let's start with this, and look at that, eh? Look at this, look at the quality in this, and look how well that fits together. It's like very, very snug fit. This boat is exceptionally well built. Very, very deep stainless steel sinks, and the other side of this is a cutting board, not to waste any space whatsoever. Notice how tight that is. It's great, eh? Moen fixtures, and lots of storage in here. Everywhere there is storage. Storage here. Dry storage here. You can store your paper towel and napkins and other bulk items in there like cereal. Okay, full intercom system throughout the boat. So whoever's on the bridge, if they're looking for sandwiches or beer, they don't have to run down and ask for it that way. And here, and once again, so much storage in this boat. It's just, and the name of the boat is Monkey Joe. Talk to us when you come aboard. We'll give you the story behind that. It's really cute. But when I open that, look at this. We got Monkey Joe dishes. Isn't that cute? Just a nice little touch everywhere. Below here, we've got built-in fridge and freezer on the other side. And by the way, both of these are Sub-Zero. Both have their individual compressors. They don't work off of the one compressor. Now right across from that is your trash compactor right here, and loads of storage again underneath your sink right here. A full bank of drawers here. You've got a full oven, 3-burner electric stove, and not just a microwave, but a convection microwave. Everything that you need to make gourmet meals and amaze your friends and family. And if that's not enough storage, look at all this storage over here. We've got a full pantry right here. And above that, we've got 2 more drawers and another bank of 4 drawers over here. And if that's not enough, another pantry here. Man, you could go away for months and have enough food on board that you wouldn't have to stop for a very long time. Isn't that nice? Just a beautiful feeling. So imagine yourself in an anchorage somewhere. Maybe the sun's going down, beautiful glow, the sun reflecting off the water. You've got eagles overhead and shoreline over there with a backdrop of trees and rocks and typically beautiful BC. And you're here in this space preparing a wonderful meal for your friends and family. Wow. You could be very, very happy in this space. Now up here in the pilot house, this is another amazing place. It's just beautifully appointed, so bright with all these big windows. And it's the place where you can sit and have lunch at the table here. So ideally set up so you can actually have lunch while you're underway and have your friends and family right here alongside you as a skipper. Notice again the quality of this upholstery, original upholstery, and in such good condition. And again, look at this beautiful, beautiful teak table. Look at the inlay in there, all handcrafted and satin finished. And this also breaks down as a cocktail table if you so wish. And just behind that, we've got loads of storage. 2 more cupboards over there. Just love it. And of course, we have wing doors on each side of the pilot house so that when you're docking, you can dock either side and be able to step out. The wireless remote control that plugs right into this unit. So you can actually operate the vessel from your wing. Isn't that cool? Now over here, we've got storage for charts and books and anything else that you may want. I'm going to start on the starboard side and work over towards the port. We've got your searchlight right here. Just to the left of that, you've got your engine controls. And above that, you have your GPS navigator. The way this boat is set up is with Navionics. As you can see, I'm using my cell phone and using Navionics for this, but it plugs in using this adapter to this display and works wonderfully well. Yeah, the advantage here is you can take it home, lay in your waypoints, come back the next day, plug it in, and you got your full display right there. It's pretty cool, eh? These ZF controls, fly-by-wire, a little bit of a delay in them, but they have such a solid feel to them when you're operating the vessel. And the big props, 5-blade props that really bite when you put it in gear. Your Caterpillar engine analytic displays are right here. And above that, you've got your autopilot with your rudder angle indicator, as well as an analog rudder angle indicator just below it, just to cross-check and just to make sure. And to the left of that, we have your windlass control here. Of course, you have windlass controls on your deck as well, and we'll show you those a little bit later. Now this is cool. You're going to love this. This is Brinkle. Brinkle is a security system that sends remote control status. Tells you where your boat is, lets you know if any of the doors that have sensors on them have been opened, if there's any sudden movements. It has fencing capability so that anybody who operates or comes within a certain perimeter of the boat will send you an alarm to your cell phone. Just a relatively new technology. It's interesting that the last two boats that we've done videos on both have these sprinkle systems on them. Very, very comfortable helm seat. It's fully adjustable, and visibility from here is just fabulous. I mean, I can see the bow clearly, and the visibility is good. It simply can't get better than this. Bow thruster right here also, just right by my left hand, and windshield wiper controls right here, complete with washer functions as well. Now over in this space we have a second helm seat which is located right here, but can be picked up and moved over if you wanted your co-pilot to be right beside you, and the visibility all around is amazing. Now I pointed this out earlier. I can look back when I'm docking the boat. I can look back and see right through to the transom as well. Layout is amazing, just amazing. You're gonna love it. Now I mentioned earlier that Jefferson is a custom builder. This boat was custom designed for the first owner's use. He wanted to incorporate a lot of the features that you see in much bigger boats, in 80, 90-foot boats. One of the things that he has insisted on is increasing the size of the cabins, which you're about to see here. So follow me down to Heads and Beds. You're really going to enjoy this. Now while you just look at this master, oh my goodness, this is absolutely gorgeous. The first thing you'll notice here is this queen walk-around bed. Full walk-around, no stepping up or climbing over things. Full walk-around bed, very, very comfortable. And while you're laying in bed and reading and looking up at this beautiful tile work, accented by this wonderful, wonderful mosaic of woods around this tile. It's beautiful, just wonderfully done. I don't know how to explain it beyond that. Feeling of great warmth in here. It's and spacious. I love the mirror or the headboard. Always gives me good night. That's it sounds like a couple of romantics, and that's kind of nice. That's what boating is all about, isn't it? Over here, notice a big bank of drawers. We got 3 drawers on the top here, and then down below we have these large cupboards that are lined with shelves. A night table on both sides, again with this beautiful wood, and controls for your reading lights as well as your overhead lights. Notice that you've got not one but 2 opening port lights here. Now, when you're in a marina and it's time to sleep, these curtains, same curtains that you saw up in the Salon and the Galley, that so wonderfully accent this wood and contributes to this whole classic feel of this vessel. Now, right here we've got a hang-up locker, and notice that all the lockers here are lit. And just above that we have a TV, and it's located in the right location, easily seen from the bed, and a DVD player just below that. Intercoms everywhere, just in case that you're laying in bed and whoever's in the galley is in the galley. You can ask them to bring down a sandwich or a glass of wine. Very convenient. Full-length mirror here. That's nice. And over here, oh my goodness, wait till you see this. Look at the size of that locker. It's huge, and again, it's lit. Lots of places to hang things up and store your shoes and store your long pants and shorts and socks and everything else. All cedar lined. Just brilliantly done. Now, every master cabin should have its own ensuite, and look at this. What an ensuite this is. I'm about 6'1". It's got this fully enclosed stand-up shop. I love this teak planking. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Here we have a Corian countertop with a molded-in sink, so you're not going to get a lot of leaking. We got storage right here. You can put your soaps and shampoos and what have you right there. Well lit, very, very comfortable space, and of course your vacuum flush toilet. Isn't this a great space for an ensuite? And oh man, just standing here looking at this master cabin, it is so beautiful, just beautiful. So that's it for the master cabin and the ensuite. And look at this, this locker is vented because in behind here is your separate GE washer and dryer. It is not a combination unit, folks. It is a separate washer and dryer. Isn't that great? Perfectly located between the cabins. Now, right here, just forward of the washer dryer, is the kids' cabin, and this can also be converted into an office if you wish. That top bottom drops down, and you can convert it into a desk. Totally up to you, but they wanted a kids' cabin, and so there you go, with a really comfortable over-under bunk. Lots of storage space. We got 2 doors below and a hang-up locker above, and reading lights for each of the bunks. Moving forward, we have the VIP cabin. Once again, we have a custom queen-size bed. Beautiful, beautiful wood in here again. Notice the opening port lights that give a wonderful, wonderful cross draft for ventilation. Also, the hatch over the bed opens. That one is screened as well. And this gives you a tremendous amount of ventilation. There's private access to the day head right here. So accessing the day head from the companionway here, we've got a stand-up shower, fully enclosed to keep the water where it's supposed to be. Nice seat, vacuum flush toilet, sink, large mirror with storage below. Very, very comfortable boat. This would be a great family boat, you know, and that's what they've used it for so far. But now the family is grown and gone, and they're looking for something a wee bit smaller. So follow me up to the boat deck now. So stepping out the wing door here on the starboard side, before we go to the bow, I just want to point out we have these gunnel gates right outside both of the wing doors off the pilot house. Very, very handy to have these here, so multiple ways that you can board this vessel. Now as we walk forward, we're going to go through this Portuguese bridge and up to the bow. So wow, look at the hardware on this bow, will you? Well, to begin with, we have a Samson post here, just ideal for when you're being towed, if that ever should be the case. And not one, but 2 bow rollers. Now, very often you see 1 bow roller with 2 separate rollers on it. These are completely separated. And ground tackle for a serious boat like this. We have a Bruce with no less than 400ths of 3/8 chain, stainless 3/8 galvanized chain. And also a stainless steel anchor with 200 feet of nylon rode. As you noticed in the pilot house, we could raise and lower the anchor from there, but we also have deck switches here so that you can do it right where the anchors are actually located. The searchlight is remoted to both helm stations, both upper and lower. And yeah, it's just a broad expanse of a deck. Also want to point out that your washdown will be in here. And so you can wash down your anchor as it's coming up from the bottom. Right here we have a hatch that opens up into the VIP cabin. And this is pretty cool. I like this. I like it a lot, actually. Right here, just perfectly located to sit here, and when you're underway, just watch the world go by. Hear the splash of the bow wave coming off the bow. It's a great spot, especially on a beautiful day like today. Now, before we go up to the boat deck, I also wanted to point out, first of all, notice how the windows are slanted backwards here for the pilot house. And notice also that there's a brow over the windows to help keep frost off for fall-winter boating, but also keeps the rain off. So it's a very, very purpose-built boat designed to go in, well, in very heavy weather. Now notice the Portuguese bridge here as well, just closing it up. This is great. It helps break any serious waves that might be coming over the bow, protecting the windows on the pilot house. Okay, follow me. We're going to go up to the boat deck, and we'll show you what's going on up there. So look at the size of this boat deck, will you? It's huge. Absolutely huge. Now just imagine this. When that dinghy's in the water, you've got all this space to entertain with. You could put teak tables up here, you could put lounging pads, you could put a number of things up here, and you've got lots of room left over. And right here, look at this beautiful bench. Storage underneath the bench, and just imagine sitting here with a couple more tables and chairs over there, maybe a larger table right here with some hors d'oeuvres on it, and look at this, eh? We've got an outdoor kitchen here. How cool is that? And down below here, we've got a fridge freezer for ice cubes, and underneath here, storage for food products and extra beverages if you wish. This is just a great spot for entertaining, for outdoor entertaining especially. Now over here, we have a Nick Jackson 1250. It'll lift over 1,200 pounds, which is more than enough to get this dinghy into the water. It's fully functional. Up, down, cable, up and down, boom extension to put it off the stern, right over top of the swim grid if you're in tight quarters where you actually have the boat moored. And just look at this Rendova. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful tender. Center cockpit, it's electric start, electric bilge, GPS chart plotter, 40 horsepower Yamaha. This will get you anywhere that you want to go. And it's got the convenience of a built-in aluminum fuel tank. You don't even have to fuss with that. It's already there for you. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. Notice also how the weight on the cable is contained in its own stainless steel container so that it doesn't flop around. Very well thought out. Now up here on the upper helm, you've got great visibility from these very, very comfortable seats. You've got a destroyer stainless steel wheel right here. Same controls, the ZF controls that you had down below. All of your required engine analysis are right here. That's replicated from down below. Trim tabs, bow thruster, searchlight, VHF radio, and a place to plug in your iPad or whatever device that you've got your Navionics loaded on. Of course, we have a compass here, and of course we've got a working intercom to the bridge and also to the master stateroom. Isn't that nice? Absolutely beautiful. We've got some AC outlets up here in case that you wanted to run a backup searchlight. And these seats are very, very comfortable, very plush, fully adjustable, up and down, forward and back, with these nice footrests to rest your feet on. Storage underneath the dash, and the dash is very ergonomically arranged. Very nice. Room for lots more instrumentation there if you wish. We do have your GPS up here as well, and your autopilot if you chose to operate from here. This is a beautiful, beautiful boat, and you feel totally in control, in command, and just loving this world going by, this all the scenery and the beautiful, beautiful BC coast. Sitting up here and watching the world go by is pretty amazing. You've got great visibility. You're high up off the water. Great visibility for logs or anything else that might be in the water, but just experiencing the wind in your face as you're motoring along this beautiful BC coast. Here we are in the engine room, and there's lots to talk about, so I'm not going to take up a lot of time in here. You can get all the specifications on the Calibre website with the specifications under this vessel. But while we're here, I do want to point some things out, and we'll start aft and work our way forward. First of all, notice these dual Raycor filters, one set for each engine. And notice the pressure gauges on each as well. Now, the advantage of having dual Raycors is that you can switch over on the fly. If one filter begins to clog, you can switch it over without having to stop the boat and clean the filter. My arm is resting on this genset, 9 kilowatt genset with a sound shield. The engine room is also sound protected. Just forward of this, notice that it's turbocharged and after-cooled. So these are Cat C12s delivering 700 horsepower a side. Now you might think that's going to be quite the gas guzzler. It's not. The hull, as we pointed out earlier, is very, very efficient. You'll be able to get just under a nautical mile per gallon, which is highly efficient for a boat with this weight and beam. And this is important. The owner of this boat is very mechanical savvy, as you can tell by the cleanliness of this engine room. Every hose is double clamped, and all the hoses and clamps, from what I can see here, are in exceptionally good condition. You know what? For a 2003 engine room, this is immaculate, absolutely immaculate. It's the old story, you know, if you can't get to your engines to do your maintenance, you're not going to. With an engine room this size, you're going to be very comfortable doing your maintenance and your regular checks, your daily checks down here. It's an engine room that any owner would be very, very comfortable moving around in. Well, didn't I tell you, folks? What a spectacular boat. 2003, but my goodness, it looks like it's just come right off the factory floor. Both outside and inside. A wonderful, stable hull, 68,000 pound boat with a 16-foot beam and 57-foot length overall, and hard chines, giving it extra stability in the worst of the seaways. This boat is wonderfully suited for cruising with a family or with friends, 3 cabins, 2 heads, everything that you'd want in a boat to go for long periods of time up and down this beautiful coast that we have. And you know what? This boat can be yours. All you have to do is give us a call, get on board. You'll be very, very glad that you did.